Joey's one of my teams. Joey's running games. Joey's bringing time back to Donegal.
Okay, let's rewind back about 6 years to see where all that came from. About 6 years ago, I came to play a gig in Lanzarote, in the Canary Islands, called Land's Aid, with my old band The Revs. Around the time we played this festival, we were in real trouble. We had started off as a band in the year 2000 in flying form. We possibly started the marathon sprinting. No slow build of playing indie clubs for 5 years for us. Within 2 years we had been on the cover of Hot Press magazine twice. We had 2 top 5 albums, played Slane Castle, basically ticked all the boxes we needed for world superstardom, we thought. We got to play in front of thousands of people in Ireland, the UK, Australia, USA, Germany, France and Holland, and we always seemed just one handshake away from a major record deal, but couldn't get it. We made a fortune and we lost a fortune, but in every penny we made back into recording, videos, vans, hotels, fuel, equipment, the company. We were probably the most independent, hard-working band in the charts, and everyone thought we had it easy. We began to develop as a band, but unfortunately the public were baffled, and the critics had mostly written us off as some kind of a Sum 41 or Blink 182 tribute act. Our last stronghold as a band was in Holland and Germany. We were getting good airplay over there and building up a good fan base. But in November 2006, when we realised we were in the middle of yet another 1 month tour, after which we would go home with probably nothing, we snapped. 1 week into the tour, we booked a flight home on the sly. It was music industry suicide. No agent would take us after that in Germany. Coincidentally, at the gig in Lanzarote a few months previous, I met a Scottish girl who worked on the island called Cara. We stayed in touch. 4 years later she would become my wife, but that's another story. The most disappointing thing about all this is I believe the Revs recorded one of the top 50 Irish albums of all time in 2005, and it only sold about 700 copies. I still look back at the Revs with such fondness though. It's a great way to spend your early 20s with 2 good friends, just travelling around the world playing music, loud music. There's nothing worse than almost making it and then having to start from scratch again. And so I had to start again and ask around for gigs in Irish bars in Porta del Carmen, for anyone's I could get. It was such a shock to the system to have to play covers again. Not only that, but play for maybe 3 or 4 hours most nights. The Revs only ever played for about an hour. I would block out the weirdness of it all by drinking more vodka and Red Bull than I had ever consumed. At 27 years old, I was drinking like a 19-year-old in Ibiza. Then I realised I could stay awake longer as well and feel happier by taking cocaine. Big mistake. I even started drumming in a covers band. We were actually very good, apparently. Very drunk, but very good.
Cheers everybody, Sláinte.
With partying too hard, too many late nights, burning the candle at both ends, I was slowly turning into some lost Las Vegas entertainer. In 2008, I recorded my first solo album since I was 18. It was called God Bless the Big Bang, recorded in 10 days in Germany, in a beautiful small town called Haldern. It was a good album in my view, but it lacks a bit of personality, as I wasn't totally there at the time. Lost my mojo a little bit. Despite some good reviews and national spot plays, it did nothing. Facebook and iTunes were new to me, and I hadn't realised the full potential just yet. So, despite the constant sunshine and being in love, I was actually becoming very depressed and got a little bit lost. By late 2010, even though I was a newcomer to it all, I had started to see the unbelievable potential of Facebook and YouTube. I found it very easy to get the crack going on Facebook, so in November 2010, I asked friends to leave 1 sentence each and I would try and write a song. This weird experiment was the first bit of recording I had done in 2 years and reopened my eyes to the beauty of music industry DIY. At this stage, I had become a resident musician in Charlie's in Lanzarote. The ambitious owner Barry Murphy was starting to book the biggest acts in Ireland. Aslan, Damien Dempsey, Finbar Fury, Mundy, Sharon Shannon would all come out. It was a bold move, but it paid off. I also started playing every night of the week with the mighty Claudio on percussion from Brazil. This is us playing the Crazy Horse Hotel, a song I got to co-write with Finbar Fury when he was over one time. Then, a mad little skit song I wrote called The Ryanair Blues actually got me into the iTunes charts for the first time ever. It reached number 40 in the Irish iTunes charts and number 60 in Spain. I don't know why. Thank you, Mr. O'Leary.
Said I feel so confused. I got me the Ryanair blues. Oh, now listen, mama.
I was getting on a bit of a roll now, and I released another single called Colours, which actually features Jimmy in the video. We'll speak more about Jimmy in a while. This one in at number 7 in the Irish indie charts. First top 10 hit since the Revs.